Welcome to Community Talk. I'm Richard Shepard. I am the current president of the Enid Civitan Club, and with me today is Ken Wade. He's our treasurer for the Enid Civitan Club. We're going to talk about a few things about our club and what we've been doing. Last year we raised over $10,000 and we dispersed 99% of that here in the local community. What are some of the things that we've done with that money, Ken?
Well, we've here in the community, we've helped with several projects. The For Our Kids was having a capital campaign, and we contributed $1,000 to that program. And what they're trying to do for Our Kids fits in with the goals and objectives of Civitan, so that was right up our alley.
Okay. We were also able to buy 2 tablets for 2 kids who had difficulty communicating. They had some physical disabilities. We were able to get those tablets for them so they could communicate with not only their caregivers, their friends. They can watch Netflix, all sorts of things that they were able to do. Tell us about our dances that we have.
Well, we sponsor a couple dances every year, one for Halloween dance and one for Valentine's dance. And the kids, I think last fall at Halloween, we had almost 200 between the kids, their caregivers, and the campus club, and Yes We Can club, and our own club. It was probably the largest attendance that we've had. Our Halloween dance, we kind of had to move it this year because of, what's his name?
Tebow.
Tim Tebow's prom thing targeted the same kids that our program does, and so it was a national hookup. So it's the Saturday after Valentine's Day. Ours is usually Friday. Well, I guess there's a Friday.
It's Friday, yeah.
Yeah, and so then we waited about a month, I guess, and had ours. And so we're going to have to work something out with Tim Tebow group to see how we can space that, because I think there's a place and a need for both of them, and so there's no reason to try to compete. It's can be 2 different occasions that the kids can get out and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I think this one we turned into a spring fling, and it was pretty good turnout as well. It wasn't like our Halloween dance with 200, but I think we ended up with 115, so it was still a pretty good turnout.
Well, if you wanted to say what we had and what the Tim Tebow group had, why, it would certainly have been over the 200 mark.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we also purchased a couple running chairs for the...
That's right. Ainsley's Angels.
Ainsley's Angels supported that effort.
We've built a couple of wheelchair ramps as well, so all that money definitely goes to good causes throughout the community.
And then that was with the Make a Difference Day.
Right.
And we've always helped with that, and the Thriving Insurance Group has been willing to put some money into material for us to do that. The last one we did out at Civitan Homes, which is our initial project to begin with, and so trying to keep up with improvements and all for it to make it a nice community effort. We've done well with that.
Okay. Well, April is Civitan Awareness Month, and Civitan actually comes from the Latin word citizenship, and nothing says citizenship more than a nice American flag in your yard. And one of our primary goals to raise money projects is our flag project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, what we do is we place a flag for people who want to buy a subscription, and we do that at 5 times a year at Memorial Day, Flag Day, June 14th, and 4th of July.
Right.
and then for Labor Day, and then again on Veterans Day. And so those 5 times, and we provide that project for people then for $40 a year. So $8 a time they can have a flag flying. We put a pipe in the ground 6 feet from the curb, and so it has a cap over it and low enough that it doesn't interfere with mowing or the landscaping. And then we can just come by and put the flag in it and remove it, try to have it in as early after sunup as we can, and take them down so that we'll have them down before sundown. And then if we have a rain out or something, while we try to have a makeup day or something for that.
Now, last year we started something different for those who aren't on our normal routes. Our normal routes tend to be the Meadows Edition,
Willow West,
right, and Pheasant Run area,
and Country Club North,
right. But we started something different for those that aren't in those areas that still want to participate. Can you tell us about that?
Right, and it what we determined is a self-display, and so for $35 we furnish the person a flag, and they can, and we'll put the pipe in for them, and they can put it out on those days or any other days that they want to, and so make it available, and if they have a problem with the flag or something, we'll replace it or whatever. Otherwise, they're on their own and they can put it out and take it up.
As long as they use the good old-fashioned rules, it's got to be can't be out past dark unless you have a light on it.
Right.
So there's all those courtesy rules that they need to abide by,
right.
And that's really the primary one. But they can display it just as often as they want.
Yeah.
If you're interested in those or participating with that, we've got a couple of phone numbers that you can use. The first one is Bud Durheim, who's our project leader. His number is 747-6048, or Ken is also our assistant project leader. His number is 484-6666. You can also email us if you'd like at enid.civitan@gmail.com. You can log into our Facebook page as well. All we really need is, of course, the money, but we need to know where you're at. If you're in a rental, please make sure that you have approval from your landlord to do this beforehand. But if you own your home, please give us a shout. This is our primary funding for the whole entire year.
And we have a couple places that, you know, it really shows off. Waterford Court, I think we only have 2 houses in that, and those people display their own flag. Right. And I think 3 years ago for Flag Day, the paper came out and took a picture of all the flags there, and we have a large number then on Homestead, which is also a circle, and so it's neat when you pull in there and see all of those flags together.
There's a street also in the Meadows that 80% of the folks on that street have us put out the flags, and it's just amazing to see all those flags throughout. It's just incredible. Yeah. It's a sight. Anything else we need to remind the folks about?
No, just give us a call, and if they forget the numbers, why, try the Facebook, or they can, if they know a neighbor that's got one, they can check with them. And it's rather interesting. Usually when we're out putting out flags or picking them up, why somebody will come running out and saying, I didn't know how to get a hold of you guys, but I'd like to have one of those too.
And we carry the forms with us, so all you got to do is fill it out, and we're good to go.
Yep.
All right. Well, Ken, I appreciate you being with us today. Thank you again. If you need us, let us know. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lisa Magyar with Creative Arts Enid. Find us on Facebook and our website, creativeartsenid.com. We're at 222 East Maple. Come get creative with us. and watch for us on Community Talk.
And welcome to Community Talk. I'm Julie Nelson, the Community Relations Director for Hospice Circle of Love. We're a not-profit organization that's been in the community since 1983, and we take care of terminally ill patients in their home or nursing home. We have a team of caregivers that goes to the home and cares for that person physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And today we want to tell you about an event we have coming up to raise money to help us fund our patients that don't have a benefit for insurance or Medicare. We take care of those patients for free, and so we have events like our book sale to help pay for that. And our book sale is coming up in April, or that is now, this month. It's the 20th from 9 to 7 and the 21st from 9 to 5. And with me today, I have one of our volunteers, Jovita Lang. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Really, I'm excited about the book sale. We have this twice a year. We do very well on it. Books are 50 cents for the paperbacks and $1 for the hardbacks. It doesn't matter what size it is or how big it is.
Right.
It's still 50 cents and $1.
Or how new it is.
How new it is, right. We have some up-to-date books. We have some antique books. We've had those before when I was sorting books, and I haven't sorted lately, but our two Jeans sort all year long,
Yes.
and so they keep that up. I mean, they really do a good job keeping all of that up. And so we have lots of categories. We have one room that has the recipe books, the children's books, the religious books, and I think that would be the
Westerns.
Yes, the Westerns and the coffee table books.
Yes.
Yes, and then the other room is, they're all in categories. So if you're looking for a fiction, you have one place to go. If you're looking for a nonfiction, another place. There we have biographies, we have
A lot of war and history.
yes, yes,
True stories.
yes.
Self-help.
Mystery, and then
Yes, lots of mysteries.
And then, of course, we have the romance books.
Yes.
Which are pretty popular,
Yes.
and we sell those for like the small ones. We sell for $5 a sack, as many as you
Yes.
can get in a sack.
You can get
for
quite a few
$5.
in there.
Yes, yes, and so that goes over really well. We have hundreds of those. We have lots of fun. We really enjoy it. We have sacks for you to put your books in. We have people that will help you find what you're looking for. They will carry the books out for you. I think are we gonna have refreshments also this year?
Yes, we'll have some baked goods that people can get by donation, and we'll have free coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gets a free bookmark with their purchase.
Yeah, that's always nice, and they really enjoy that. Our first day, usually in the morning, is when we're most crowded, but
Yes.
afternoons and we're going to be open till 7 in the evening.
Yes.
So if you work till 5 or 5:30, then you can come on to the book sale.
Right.
This is located like a block west of St. Mary's, right across from the blood bank, and
Yes.
it's in our Big 10 building, and so we look forward to having it. I've helped with it now for probably all 20 years or
Well, we've
more.
actually had the book sale for 30 years. And
Have
you've
we?
helped for 20 of them.
Yes,
so.
yes. I've been there for like 20 of them. We really have a lot of help sorting these books.
Yes.
Our volunteers are just wonderful and these are all volunteers that come out. Julie works very hard to keep us all in line and everything. And so I can't say enough about it, what a nice thing it is, what an enjoyable thing it is. And I
Yeah.
can't say enough about hospice and what hospice does for people. I've had several people in my family that have used
Yes.
hospice, and we were just more than satisfied. Just a wonderful people, all the people there, all the nurses, the volunteers, all of them. I think we have some new volunteers.
We do. We just had some that took the class in February.
I've met those people, and so we're excited about having it. We're excited about this time of year. We pray for good weather.
Yes.
We never know about that.
No, it might be freezing. It might be hot.
We don't have any air conditioning in there, but this
No.
time of year normally it's very nice, and so
Yeah.
we have airflow in there and lots of room. If
Yes.
you're on a walker or you have a wheelchair, there's room enough to get around in there, so you don't have to worry about that. And so that's always a concern for some people. A lot of
Sure.
people that read a lot are homebound.
Right.
And so we encourage those people to come and look us over, and I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, boy.
Oh, and we'll have some tables set up outside too, which kind of helps with the congestion inside.
Yes,
as
and
long as
then-
it's not raining.
Yes, and they can work, they can get those and ahead of time, because we open like at 9 o'clock. And so usually those tables are pretty well gone by the time
Yes.
we get started.
People get there early and get in line.
Yes, we'll be working on that the whole week, next week before the book sale. And so we look forward to having it.
You know, I think one thing that's nice about the book sale too is if you're looking for a newer book by a popular author, you can find those. We usually try to put those popular authors all together in one spot to help you find them. But then you can also find some older books that may not be at bookstores anymore.
Right, some of those have been discontinued, and we have a lot of people that come in and they will have their list with
Yes.
them, and they will check that off. And so people that read a lot have a long list, and they check them off, and then they don't do a duplicate, which was always nice. We also try to keep the authors together.
Yes.
And that really works well. So if
Yes.
you're looking for a certain author, if you can find that place, then you can find all your books right there, So
Yeah.
we encourage people to drop off books anytime. They can drop them off. We have people that bring them to the sale, and
That's
so
true.
we'll take them back and categorize them and get those out. And I think it's a good reminder that the book sale's coming up.
Right.
We have books that we need to donate. In fact, I have some that I forgot to bring along today. I should have, but my neighbors I have books, they said, I have books for you and
Yes,
to take to the
they
book
know
sale.
that you're involved with it, so they give them to you to
yes,
bring.
They do. And so
That's
I'm just tickled to death to do it. And like I said, we have a really enjoyable time, and plenty of volunteers to help you. And so we encourage everybody to come and look us over. And Friday or Saturday, we'll be open
Come
all
both
day
days.
Saturday. Yes, And so
I think one thing is when you're there on Friday, it's a little more crowded, so you can't look as thoroughly.
Right.
Also, we might put new books out, so we encourage people to come both days.
Yes, yeah, we're putting books out almost all the time because the books are coming in, and so, but people can leave those at the office. They can drive up and just leave them right inside the door at the office. They'll be taken over to the building, and they'll be put into categories and this, I've had a person say, well, this isn't going to last long because the book thing is going out,
yeah.
but
Kindles and those
yes,
kind of things.
yes, but we still sell lots of books.
Yes, we do.
And we're glad to do that to help our patients that, can't afford to pay. And so
It always amazes me how many books we have. There are literally thousands and thousands of books.
yes, and our building was really full last year. We tried to clean out a lot of books, and our books are we get rid of them if they're dirty or, they look bad. We only have nice books or nice looking books. And so a lot of people go by the cover too,
Yes.
Sometimes
That might catch your eye.
yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
It really does. So, we just have about every category you can think of.
Yeah. Oh, and some audio books.
Oh, and audio. And then,
Movies.
puzzles. We have puzzles also. We have some odds and end things a lot of
Yeah.
times that people will bring with their books. And so we just have a little table there that we put the odds and ends in. So that works well.
Yes.
But, come for a cup of coffee, come
Yeah.
for just a visit, look around. If you don't find anything, that's okay. We'll enjoy visiting with you.
Yeah.
Or get a refreshment.
Yeah, there you go.
Some cookies or some...
We have some volunteers that are very good bakers.
Yes, we do. We do. And so we always have a really good assortment of those things. I'm trying to think what else is...
Another thing about the book sale that I really like is how many books you can get for almost nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're paying $1 for the hardbacks and 50 cents for the paperbacks, you can get a whole bag of them and pay maybe less than you would for one new book at a bookstore.
Yes. Well, we have people say when we figure it all up and they'll go, really, is that all?
Yes.
You know, and so, yeah, well, when it's 50 cents and $1,
Yeah.
and those big, like coffee table books, they're $1 if they're hardback.
And you would pay a pretty penny
yes.
for those.
Now, we have religious books. We have some Bibles, too, but we have a very large assortment of religious books.
Yes.
And so that's a big draw also.
The
And-
religious fiction is a big draw, too.
Yes, and I think we have those a little different place than like the religion. So we try to put those in different categories so they can easily find them, you know. So, but we encourage everyone to come and
we just really appreciate the community support,
Yes, we do.
donating and buying those books from us.
I think word of mouth, you know, this hasn't always been in our building there.
Right.
We've had it at the mall, we've had it different places, but through the years, it's really gained
Momentum.
Yes, it has. It really has. And so I see people all over and they're saying, well, when's the book sale, you know?
Yes, me too.
So it'll be in the paper.
Yes.
So it'll be advertised, so we know, you know, you'll know when it's coming up. If you forget, you'll see it in the paper. You'll see a reminder. So we do want people to come.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll want to mention the dates again. That is going to be on the 20th, which is a Friday, from 9 to 7, and the 21st from 9 to 5. And it's at the North Building over by Hospice Circle of Love, which is at 314 South 3rd. And we just encourage you to come on out and find some great books to read. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Janet Jones with Gaslight Theater. Gaslight is located at 221 North Independence. Check us out on Facebook or our website, gaslighttheater.org. Our box office is open from 2 to 5:30 Tuesday through Friday. I'm directing Gaslight Kids Drama Camp. Check us out on Community Talk.
Welcome to Community Talk. My name is Brandon Gilson with Youth and Family Services, and I'm here with the
Community Development Coordinator.
It's a new one. I'm still trying to get it to roll off the tongue. This is Barbara Sweat, and we've got a few new developments in our residential service programs today. And Barbara's got some new information to tell us.
Yes. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good. In our shelter program, we are actually looking for some help on nights and weekends. So if anybody's out there, you know, looking for maybe some part-time work or some weekend work, please feel free to give us a call and ask about those positions. We are actively seeking applicants right now for that.
What are the qualifications for?
You know what? You probably know that better than I do.
Yeah, I do actually, because I did a radio spot this morning. Qualifications for a job in our shelter is a high school diploma. You must be 21 or older. Like working with kids, pretty much. I mean, we got a lot of kids to work with, so.
Awesome. And there are some background check requirements,
Yes,
right?
I mean, yes, you definitely need to pass a fingerprint and a background check.
Wonderful. So we are also really launching, we're actually launching our Thelma's House program, which is a 16 to 18-year-old transitional living program that is based in our shelter. So individuals who are still in school, but they might be couch surfing or staying with friends or just not really, maybe even homeless, just not having a stable place to live, can apply for that. So right now we have a young mom living there in the program, and we are looking for some donations to help her with some baby items and that kind of thing. And then in our, and we're also looking for applicants to that program again. So we are looking for people who are interested in having a job or finishing school or really just need a good place to live so that they can grow into a successful young adulthood. Then in our other TLP program, we focus on 18 to 22-year-olds. And in that program right now, we have a high school student. We have a gentleman who is out working in the community. We also have 2 young moms in that program. One of them is getting ready to give birth to her first child, a son. And again, we are looking for some help with items for her. So anybody who's interested in helping those moms out or applying for the program, again, can call our office at 580-233-0000. 7220.
That's 2 baby boys we have right now.
2 baby boys we have right now. So we're really looking forward to that second one coming in the next month or so.
So we've got 16 to 18-year-old now. We've got a TLP program for them that's
Right.
kicking off. Where can they apply for that program?
They can actually apply for that program by coming into the office. We have paper applications. They can call the office, or we actually have a transitional living program, just a preliminary application online. And all we collect online is just name and a phone number and an email address that folks can give us so we can get back in touch with them to see if, if they qualify for the program, if it's a good fit for them. It's a drug and alcohol-free program, so we really are looking for folks who can, hold it together and figure out ways to be more successful in their lives, because this is a program that tries to give them a good foundation for growing into young adulthood.
And also we have a couple of spots available in our 18 to 22 as well.
Yes, we
right
do.
now that we are taking applicants for that. I think we've got 1 boy spot and 1 girl spot at the moment.
Right.
I don't know the situation for how many spots we have in the 16 to 18-year-olds since that's starting out. I don't know if you know more about that one than I do right now.
I actually don't. It's because it's a new program to us. We are still trying to see how many people fit into that program well. So
But we
that
do have
can
spots
provide.
right now,
We
but
do
we
have
just don't know
spots
how many.
available. Exactly.
All right. Is there any other news coming out of TLP or?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. Well, thanks, Barbara. It's been nice. If you guys, once again, anyone wants to get a hold of us, find out how they can help, fill out an application, or apply to be in one of our programs, contact us at Youth and Family Services. It's 233-7220. Or you can email me at bgilson@yfsenid.org. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Dan Scheidel, the Executive Director of the United Way of Enid in northwestern Oklahoma. Visit us at our website at unitedwayenid.org and watch for us on Community Talk.